Teofimo Lopez. He went out there, he dominated and stopped Pedro Campa in the 7th round after knocking him down for an up jab and a right hook. You see the start landing a bunch of combinations, and the ref eventually called it off. Also doing a bunch of showboating. I don't like Teofimo Lopez, but the showboating was hilarious. Literally just dancing in the ring, moving his head back and forth, leaving his hands down. He was using the Philly show to great effect to counter and roll and block with a lot of shots that Pedro Campa was throwing. Pedro Campa did have some success with the overhand right and some good body shots. That's pretty much it. Teofimo Lopez dominated most of his fight using his jab, the right hand, the uppercut, going down to the body occasionally, fighting off the back foot. He was landing a lot of flush combinations on Pedro Campa. It seemed like his power wasn't really affecting Campa until it didn't. Campa was too slow and too formulaic for Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez really showed his boxing ability in this fight. That being said, though, he called out Regis Progreras, Josh Taylor, and those type of fights, as shown in this little clip.
You see in your future.
Listen, if Josh Taylor is too busy with his wedding and there's nobody else around because the WBA belt is taken and the WBC is gonna be fought against say Pedro and Progreras, then so be it.
Oh.
I'll take all them boys and take their whole dreams away. I'm here to be their nightmare. Ready to come out. We're going to be in the big room this time. Madison Square Garden, December 10th. Heisman Trophy night on ESPN. Pay-per-view. Let's get it, baby. I'm ready to eat all these boys.
Like I said, calling out Josh Taylor, Regis Progreras, those are all good fights for Teofimo Lopez. Fights on ESPN is Taylor, Jose Ramirez, Jose Pedraza, and those type of fights. Teofimo Lopez looked good in this fight, hate him or love him. I still think that he has a lot of grand illusion because you've seen in one of them little interviews before the fight, he's talking about now he has an elbow injury. I don't know, that just possibly comes up. You fighting with a broken elbow, tearing your esophagus, aerial lungs, a broken hand. It's just too much for Teofimo Lopez. He's a skilled fighter. He has a lot of hand speed and power, and he definitely showed us his boxing ability using the jab beautifully to set up a lot of shots. But ultimately, Teofimo Lopez, I don't know if he can beat the top upper echelon fighters. Pedro Campa was able to touch him up a couple times, and I think he would struggle with fighters like Gary Antoine Russell, Josh Taylor, Regis Progreras. So all those are very tough and have very different styles. Like Gary Antoine Russell likes to come forward a lot. Is very fast with a lot of combinations, has very good punch placement, and I can see him giving Teofimo Lopez a lot of problems in the ring because Teofimo Lopez, if you look at certain points from this fight, he didn't like being pressured by Pedro Campa, and Gary Antoine Russell was all about pressure. That's a very good fight for him to possibly fight. Or Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor is a boxer puncher. I think Teofimo Lopez could beat Josh Taylor based off Jack Catterall performance. I still a very close competitive fight. That being said, though, I wouldn't be surprised to see Ryan Garcia versus Teofimo Lopez next. You're saying that Ryan Garcia, promoter Oscar De La Hoya, came to the fight asking if, basically if they wanted to make the fight. I can see that fight happening, considering that the Zone and ESPN work pretty closely. If that fight happens, though, I would love to see it. I guess Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez both talk a whole bunch of trash. It would be a hilarious press conference. I think that Ryan Garcia could win that fight because Teofimo Lopez is open for the left hook. And, Ryan Garcia has some of the fastest hands in the sport of boxing. But ultimately, that being said, though, this was a good performance by Teofimo Lopez. As long as he continues to stay on the straight and narrow and continue to, box. And I just wish he would stop making excuses, but, continue to fight his fight. I think he'd be possibly a champion at 140 pounds. But to wrap this video up, this is Not Seeing the Dream. Rocky says the next day is asleep. I'll house y'all another one. Peace.